into more of the offerings that you do with project management for professionals, but I would love to hear maybe some of your client success stories or wins that have happened throughout your years of coaching.
Oh my goodness. I have people that are making double.
Hmm.
I have a client that she just got an offer. She was making 55. She wanted to make, her target was 85. Her offer came in at 96. I have other clients, exact same scenario. And guess what? One of them was out of work for a whole year because of COVID. Most of them have had gaps. I have clients that were contractors that got converted to full time employees, got a 30% increase. I have clients that got speaking engagements now. And guess what? Most of them in the healthcare industry as well. One client, her company has laid off twice this year. I'm going to say that again. Her company has laid off twice. She's only been with the company for 2 years. She got a raise and a significant bonus. And I know you didn't ask me what significant mean, but I'm going to tell you the bonus was 26%.
Wow.
Exactly. But guess what? That's normal in my community because my women know what they bring to the table. And I will say a few good men. We do have men in our boot camp. But as you said before, most of my clients are women and we're underpaid already. So when they understand, I have led this initiative, I have reduced this, I have increased the numbers on this, they're able to quantify what they bring to the table. And that's why they're getting these major bonuses and raises. Because you speak different. You have a little different swagger with your PMP certification. And you're able to back it up as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'd imagine that imposter syndrome is something that you have to deal with clients. How do you help people and support them thinking through and getting over that imposter syndrome?
That's a good question. So I do that in initial conversation. So I look at their LinkedIn and they're telling me they don't have this, and this, and I'm looking at their LinkedIn and I'm always ready for it because I know that's going to be the thing. Oh, I don't have enough experience. I don't have the title. Well, the first thing I do is I bring up PMI's definition of project manager. It never said you had to have the title. A lot of project managers don't have the title. It is your role. What was your role? It didn't say title. It says title and or role. So that's the first thing. Reading is fundamental. That's the first thing. Then I go on LinkedIn and I'm able to identify their projects. So when they say I don't have the experience, I'm able to break out. Yes, you do. You have XYZ experience. And they're like, where are you getting this from? I'm like, LinkedIn. It's all on your LinkedIn. And so I blow their mind, and once they are able to see that they've actually done projects, once they get in that boot camp and they see individuals just like them will so when they get in that boot camp and they can see individuals just like them with even less experience have more confidence, it starts to build their confidence as well.
Well, I appreciate that, and I think that is so important. It's just like having that outside look and that perspective to say, like, you don't think you're doing this, but like I'm actually looking at your profile and you have all these things. It's just like you mightn't have thought of it in that way. So,
Yeah.
that's good.
And let me say this, and I tell all my clients, I have some beast of a clientele, which means my clients, they are SCSers, they're directors, they're CIOs, they work in healthcare, public health, doctors, educators, meaning teachers, principals that have transitioned, sales, marketing, finance. I mean, some beast of a client list. And I tell all of them, I've been in this industry 20 years, but I cannot go to their job tomorrow and do what they do. I can't. So they're subject matter experts just because they're doing a job and the organization feels that they're worthy of a check. They haven't been laid off. They made it through several rounds. They're experts. And so I speak real talk to them to get them know a multi-billion dollar company thinks you're an expert. You're an expert and they pay you for it.
So I want to shift a little bit more to barriers or maybe common myths that people have around the PMP certification.
Woo.
So what are some myths and misconceptions about PMP?
One of them is that you need to study like you're an undergrad or getting an MBA. You need to study for a whole year. That couldn't be further from the truth. Most people in my boot camp pass the PMP certification within 30 days. I'm going to say that again. Most people in my boot camp pass within 30 days. It does not take all of that because I have everybody baseline themselves, and I get them to see that you really know half of the curriculum already, whether it's the hard skills or the soft skills or a combination. You at least know 40 or 50% of the curriculum. That's the first thing. Once again, the second myth is that you have to have the title of project manager. It's just not true. I will say, oh, bless you. I will say, I have a lot of people in nonprofit with healthcare, education, and the third fastest growing industry that want project managers is nonprofit, because they manage a small budget and a short timeline, and they got to deliver in order to impact the community where their mission states. And so that's one of the huge myths, that you have to be in tech or one of these other industries. It's just not so. And I tell people, stay off the internet. I mean, Google University is amazing for a lot of things, but some of these myths and some of these group chats, it's just bad information off of bad information. And guess what? If it's online, people think it's fact. It's fake news. A lot of these myths, that you need that you have to have the title, that you have to work in tech, that it's going to take a year. Those are some of the biggest myths. It's just not true.